Hey guys, Alto here. This is going to be my entry for Mambo's end of the season Grand Finals Highlander competition, at least the video portion. As you guys probably know by now, I'm Alto. I'm the sniper and leader of the Silver Team Dodoris, the leader of the Steel Forest Team Superhuman Samurai Cyber Silver Scrim Scram Squad, or S7 for short, and St. Pete High Sixes, a Sixes team made up of me and my IRL friends. We have the very special distinction of being the worst team in Iron, meaning we are the worst Sixes team in all of UGC. I believe we're 48th place at the moment with a 2-6 record. But yeah, this is about Highlander, so I'm going to talk about Highlander. And in Highlander, I know about the Silver Division because that's where I play. So I'll start, I guess, with my own team. We went 6-3 this season. It was our fifth season, second in silver. We got 5-3 last season. In the regular season, it got destroyed by Smoking Trees in the first round of the playoffs. So we wanted to go 6-2 this season, so we could get a decent seed and maybe have a chance at going far, or at least placing, or making it past the first round. Because as I regularly bring up to people that I know, Dodoris has never won a playoff game. So we had some pretty tough draws against Pumas and IFA in week 1 and 3, as you can see here, and we were down 1 and 2 after week 3, and we're thinking, oh my God, if we want to go 6-2, if we want to get a decent seed, and probably have a chance at moving up to gold next season, we're going to need to win every single game for the rest of the season. And we came through and we did that. And riding this awesome wave into playoffs, we completely dropped the ball, and we fat destroyed us on Steel. So that was a bit of a downer, but mainly what I want to talk about is just how great this season in Silver was. Coming off of last season, which I thought was pretty weak. I think I've got the bracket here. Yeah, I've got the bracket here. Basically, going into the season, everyone knew that Kyle Shin and Smoking Trees were going to play in the finals, and they did, and Smoking Trees pulled a 2-1 victory. They were the best teams in Silver. I don't think anyone had any issues, but it was just kind of disappointing because everyone knew from week 1 that it was going to be these two teams in the finals, and even then the playoffs are pretty disappointing. The only upset in round 1 was the 9 seed beat the 8 seed, and that's really not much of an upset. Then the 5 seed beat the 4 seed, really not that much of an upset either. So I mean, last season was pretty weak. Like, I think that the top of Silver was really overloaded with talent, and meanwhile, but the average Silver team just wasn't nearly as strong, which I touched on this in some thread earlier, but I really think that this season was just much better overall, where the top of Silver wasn't so out of reach to everyone else in the division, and the average Silver team was a lot stronger. I mean, granted, this has a lot to do with Steel being the first map, which maybe I'm just salty, but I'm not a huge fan of. But you can see here, 13 seed beating the 4 seed, 15 seed beating the 2 seed, 10 seed beating the 7 seed, and then even still, we've got the 13 seed taking out the 1 seed, and the 15 seed playing in the bronze match. Just these playoffs alone were incredible, and the season itself was a great one. A lot of people favorited Dust to win the division, and at the moment, they're not going to be able to. They still went undefeated during the regular season. That have got a 10-1 record, but it was never. They never seemed that out of reach. Teams were beating them in scrims. I know when they played Peanut Butter Tuesday on Badwater, I believe it was. I think Ox and I was telling me they lost by like 20 seconds in round 3. And then, it wasn't this just, unattainable dream of winning the division where, as you guys can see here, Dust is in the bronze match. You've got Blast and IFA in the grand finals, and I think there's a lot of drama around IFA that really didn't need to happen. They're a great bunch of guys. Jay is a fantastic leader. And I really think that I don't think the sandbagging wasn't terrible. They have higher ranked players, but overall I think they were beatable. They've lost in scrims, they've lost to Blast, so that's behind us now. Anyway, it's just that personally, I think Blast is going to take out IFA as far as predictions go. I think Blast is going to go into it picking Steel as their map, which they already beat IFA on once. And Blast did beat IFA in a pregame this last week on Viaduct. So I think they've definitely got an advantage coming into this. But I think just this goes to show just how much of a great season Silver was, or just how much of a great division Silver was this season. Excuse me. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that turns out. And even so, Agaruim, they pulled an upset on Sports Illustrated. You never know. So I'm looking forward to the finals. I think it's going to be great. And thanks for listening, guys.